Hi everyone. Okay, this morning I just finished watching the Korean drama, The Price of Confession, and let me tell you, it's by far one of the best I've seen. I've seen quite a bit of Korean dramas, but it was really good. It was just a well orchestrated show. So this is it's gonna be a spoiler. I'm gonna give away a little bit of details. So if you haven't seen it, you should go watch it, or if you have seen it, great. Okay, so this is just I'm gonna like go through it, fly by. So you have this art teacher, I think her name was Yoon Sun. She's accused of her husband is found murdered, and in his art studio, he's an artist, she's an artist, and at the beginning of the series, they suspect it's her immediately. She's their number one. She's the prosecutor, and she's the prosecutors and all the detectives' number one suspect. Okay, this had me, and as I was going through, that had me upset because I know traditionally they always say, hey, it's the main spouse who did it. They look at the main spouse, the people closest to us, but they didn't even look at anybody else who could be related or who could be a suspect too. They just immediately considered it was that she did it without looking into the history of her husband and of the crime, and with little evidence, you know what I mean? But I understand it because when they was interviewing her, she came off like she wasn't grieving. She wasn't crying and like sad. She wasn't sad. She wasn't crying. But like somebody else said, another interview I watched, after I watched the whole show entirely, it makes sense because I was kind of like, why is she does seem kind of like it's not affecting her, but I'm like, too, it could be her way of grieving. Everybody grieves differently. There's no way to process how you're gonna react to your husband being murdered. And not only that, she was there when he was murdered. She called it in. She held him in her arms until he closed his eyes. So that's traumatizing. Like she was kind of numb to the pain. I think she was trying to be strong for her daughter because she didn't want to come off as like a weak person. She didn't know how to really, how do you actually respond to react? How do you want somebody to react? How can you actually tell somebody how to respond in that way? So basically they're suspicious because she put her husband's shoes, some of his stuff on Craigslist, which is okay. It does come off as weird, and because they couldn't find any other suspects other than the one person